Welcome to the Moen Flo show. These are cheap. They look cheap. They feel cheap. But they aren't cheap. So this thing's $500. This thing is $500. $500 for this thing. It's really quite shocking how expensive it is. All of this with the fit, it might be more than 500 because this and this was $580. It's just funny, man, how expensive it is. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna prepare this and show you how that works, and then we're gonna cut one in on the main. Do you ever have people in your life, maybe it's not someone you know personally, but it's someone you see from time to time, or it could be someone who you know personally, but you just feel like that they think you're stupid? It seems like that. And I'm not saying I'm a smart dude or anything, but every once in a while I'll come across people who, and maybe they don't think I'm stupid, but they kind of interact with me in a way that makes me think, wow, this person thinks I'm an idiot. And they're not insulting me or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, you just get a vibe. You get a vibe that, yeah, this person thinks I'm an idiot. Well, the Hirsch that I got this at is not the Hirsch I normally go to. It's just the closest one to this property, but I've been there several times, right? And there's this girl that works there. Pretty rare for Hirsch. I think there's like 2 or 3 women that work at Hirsch in the entire company. Well, I should say that work in the actual supply shops. I mean, I'm sure there's women that work behind the scenes. But yeah, there's this one chick that works in the store, and I don't know what it is, but it just seems like she thinks I'm an idiot. Which may be true. Maybe I am an idiot. Yeah, I'm probably an idiot. But she just makes me feel like an idiot. And she doesn't really say anything. I think it's the lack of her, it's a lack of her being personable with me, I guess, maybe. I don't know, but, so she helped me get the Flo today, the Moen Flo, and I haven't installed one of these in, it's been a long time since I've installed one. And I was like, hey, can I take a look at it real quick just to see what other fittings I'm going to need? So she brings it out, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'm trying to remember how to do it. And what I forgot is that it goes like that. It's like a union, right? Cheap. Look at it. It's cheap plastic. This is so cheap. But it's a union, and it goes on like that. I was kind of talking to myself, like, oh, okay, so, I was just talking out loud to myself. I wasn't asking her questions. And she quite politely said, I think this goes in that. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I was like 2 seconds from figuring it out, but she said it before I figured it out. And I don't know. Just made me feel like, oh gosh, this girl hates me. Nah, I don't feel that way. But yeah, because the last time I was there, I had a really tough job that I was trying to visualize what I needed while I was there. And she was sitting there, and I was trying to visualize, okay, I'm going to set it up like this, and I was talking out loud, and I felt the same way that time. as well. It was for like a mini water heater, and it had a real janky setup. And I was just thinking, okay, how do I make this a little bit better? Or not a little bit, but how do I make this a lot better than what they have without, you know, repiping the entire place? So, anyway, that's my little story. Crikey. Crikey. Oh. Gotta go through a friggin' jungle of rosemary and I don't know what this is, but it smells good. What is it? Wait, is this mint? No. Anyway. Oh. So we're just gonna cut one in right here. The insurance company wants it to track the water to the house. So we're just gonna 90 off, come around, tie back on. I think the ball valve works, so let's hope. I don't think this hose has been used in years. Bring it, actually, you know what, because we got this ball valve here, maybe we should bring it up. Probably be better. We have a little eave, you can't see it, but this is right below a little eave of the house, but the Moen Flows they can get wet. Okay, let me clean this up, cut it, and then I'll decide what we're gonna do. This is kind of a bummer. I might have to go into the crawl space to make this work. Basically, this fitting is as close to this T as I can get it. I can get it a little closer because you don't need any you don't need a gap between a solder fitting and a Pro Press fitting from 1/2 inch up to 1 inch. But that's so close. I gotta tie back onto this. So I don't think there's gonna be enough room. Dang it. Oh, whatever. I think we can make this work because this has quite a bit of play in it. So if I just push it in a little bit, I think I can get this to work. Yeah, I couldn't get it to fit. I mean, I got it on there, but it was, yeah, just a little bit too big. All right, that'll work. I don't like using additional fittings, but when I had it the other way, without the 90 coming off and the street 90 here, when I had this just going up, it was putting a lot of pressure on this nut right here, pushing it forward. And this one too, because I untightened it. It was really hard to untighten and get back on. If these were brass or some kind of metal, it'd probably be okay, but I don't want to put any kind of stress on these cheap plastic nuts. So we're just gonna have to use an extra couple fittings, which is no problem, it's fine. And just make it work this way. So this is 2 1/4. And then I'm gonna press it up. Okay, there you go. No stress on the cheapy plastic nuts. I don't know if you saw it when I was pressing it, but this is a great example of why you should always mark your insertion depth, because these were getting pulled out all over, and especially these down here and that one. But okay, let's turn the water back on. Will it leak? And they do have a pretty sophisticated sprinkler system over here. All right, there you go, no leaks. All right, let's fluff these back up. Sorry, they're plant rosemary is what it is. I had to get up in there. Be fine. All right, let's go make sure the water's okay inside. I forgot to mention earlier that they have this little guy. You could use it as a bypass if there's something wrong with it. But you could also use this. You could put it between the unions without the little washers and solder it. Makes it a little easier. But you don't want to throw this out, because if the flow goes bad, bypass it, because this is the exact size of the flow. And we'll leave this for the electrician. Alright, let's check, see if the water's on. All good? Okay, cool. Thank you.